video has resurfaced of my sister and I from 14 years ago. We were teenagers, and in this video we are doing characters that are Latina. And the characters are completely based on racial stereotypes. It is not funny, and it is completely hurtful.
I am Rosa, this is my cousin.
We work at the taco together.
Of course, but I am soon to be a manager. She just got promoted to the drive-thru, so she talks to the people.
Your eyebrows look especially good today.
I know today is because I have like the natural hair coming through. You are like looking at your own image and it's like
Jace, I'm looking at myself because I think I look pretty today.
Man, I am so good. Look at how even my eyebrows are today.
Your eyebrows look really good. I ran out of eyeliner today, so I had to use a Sharpie.
Oh, you had to use a Sharpie?
Sometimes you need to use eyeliner, not lip liner, because it
the lip liner attracts the men to the lips, and that's all I want to kiss, you know? And then also,
I am so ashamed and embarrassed that I ever thought this was okay. I was a sheltered teenager who was stupid and ignorant and clearly extremely culturally insensitive. Racial stereotypes are not funny. They are not a joke, and they should never be joked about. A few years later, we realized how stupid and hurtful the video was, and we deleted it. Not out of fear of getting caught, but out of fear that someone would find it and it would hurt them because it's wrong. I have grown and learned so much from my ignorant mistakes as a teenager, and I've done everything I can to right my wrongs. Now, this video was brought to light right after I had posted a video on my vlog channel last week with my friend Todrick talking about racism and how it is still very much a problem in our world today and how we need to fight against it. People were saying, how dare I talk about racism when I said these things 14 years ago? And to you I say, that is the exact reason why I should be talking about racism and why I should be standing up against it, because I was one of the dumb ones who said that stupid thing and grew from it and learned from it and realized how hurtful it could be. And now I want to right my wrongs and make a difference so that other people don't make the same mistakes that I made when I was a kid. Another video popped up recently that I want to address, and it's a video that I filmed 12 years ago where I talk about taking a flight and an overweight woman sat next to me, and I talk really negatively about her, and it's awful. And I watched this clip and I was appalled and shocked that those things were coming out of my mouth 12 years ago.
And then a man came and sat at the window, and I was on the aisle, and I was like, that's okay, still have the middle seat like open, hopefully no one will come in. So then they're about to close the doors to the airplane, and who walks on? An extremely obese Asian woman with facial hair, and she walks on, and I'm like, please don't sit next to me, please don't sit next to me. And I turn around, and there are no open seats on the plane, so of course she comes and sits right next to me and on me, and her like fat rolls are like rolling over onto me. Like, so I'm like this in my chair, and I couldn't lean my chair back because we were taking off, so I had my blanket like in my face, and she was all over my, like, she was like, her body was engulfing my body, and it was really awful. Did you survive? Lots of space to sleep.
Because that is not the woman who I am today. I'm such a huge advocate for women and women's bodies and loving every shape and every size, and the fact that I talked negatively about someone who was overweight is absolutely disgusting to me. Something else I want to talk about that has been brought up is that when I was 3 years old, I was bit by a dog. I needed to go to the hospital, and when my mom told the doctor that a dog had bit me, the doctor said that legally the dog needed to be put down. Now, the clip of me that is circulating from 7 years ago is me talking about this situation in a very insensitive way.
That one right there.
Yeah, there's a scar over here. It looks like a dimple. And how I got this scar was I was playing in the backyard as a little girl. I think I was like 3 or 4. And we had this dog who was a big, scary dog. I have like temper tantrums still to this day, and I have like anger management problems. There are times where I'm just like, "Argh!" And I just feel like I need to hit something or like scream in a pillow. Oh my gosh. You are so disgusted with me right now. But back when I was a little kid, I didn't know how to control it, where now I'm like, oh, I'm so annoyed, I need a beer, which is not healthy. I used to like actually like rip things up or get angry. So I grabbed my dog for no reason, just grabbed the dog and pinched its skin and dug my nails into it. The dog yelps, turns around to protect itself, and bites me in the face. And I got stitches, I went to the hospital, and they were like, what happened? And I was like, the dog just bit me. And then they had to put the dog to sleep because the dog was dangerous to be around. So I murdered a dog.
That's really sad.
When in reality, when our dog was put down, I was really upset. And over the years, I have addressed this a few times in videos talking about how guilty I feel, how upset I am that this happened. Still to this day, as a 33-year-old woman, I feel guilty that our dog had to be put down for biting me. But in this clip, I talk about the story in a very dramatic, silly way, because sometimes, unfortunately, I use humor to talk about things that are actually extremely painful for me. And this is an example of that. To anyone and everyone who is hurt or offended by the statements I made when I was younger, I am so sorry. I hope you all can see that the person who I am today is so far from that ignorant person I was over a decade ago. And to those of you who might say, well, I knew better when I was that age, or 14 years ago, I knew right from wrong, I'm so glad that you did, because that means that there's one less person making those stupid mistakes that I made. I should have known better, and I didn't, and I'm extremely embarrassed by that. I'm really hopeful that I can be used as proof that people can change and grow and learn from their mistakes. If you continue to speak up when you see someone doing something or saying something wrong, it can make a difference. As I grew up, I learned that those words were hurtful and I stopped using them. But there are still people in our world currently who are saying racist, homophobic, sexist, body-shaming things that need to stop.